Hey everyone, it is August 2025. Gardeners all around South Africa are starting to get their heads in gear and getting their kits ready for a flourishing growing season. One of the things I like to do at this time of the year is to start developing all the microbial inoculants that I'm going to want to keep me going through the season. I want to share with you one of my secret recipe brews. I don't want to use the word weapon, but it is a major component of how I treat the garden. Using microbial elements as the building blocks of life. Stock EM, which is produced by Alan Rosenberg. Anyone who knows me knows I've got mad love for Alan Rosenberg. He's been one of my initial mentors and teachers in this space, and so many other people have come through his training. So he produces Stock EM. It's done by the company Lindros, which is the company he owns and runs. And from this 1 liter product, I'm going to make about 30 liters of multi-EM. Once I have the multi-EM, I'm going to be able to make 5-6 different products that I use in the garden, in the home, as a health tonic. Use it on my animals in their water, use it as a deodorizer in the bathroom and toilet. So it really is an amazing product. You can buy this directly from him for under 200 Rand. He's not sponsoring this. He's just a really great person. Okay, I'm going to be combining 3% of the Stock EM, 5% molasses, and 92% clean rainwater. If you don't have rainwater and you're using municipal water, please make sure that you allow the water to stand uncapped for at least 24 hours. And I'm going to show you the recipe. Here it is. So we've got 3% Stock EM, 5% molasses, 92% clean water. I'm doing a 2 liter batch. So that works out to 60 mils of Stock EM, 100 mils of molasses, and 1,840 mils of water. Okay, I've already got some water on the side, which I'm going to be adding my mixture to it. I've poured some warm water into a container, and I'm going to be working according to weight, just because I don't have the appropriate mils container. So, Stock EM, I'm going to put in 60 mils. And then molasses, I'm going to put in 100 mils. I've put in some slightly warmed rainwater just so that it can help it dissolve the molasses. And now I'm just stirring the two together. Making sure to stir in one direction and then the other, just so that it's nicely incorporated. And now I'm going to add it to my water in the container that I'll be letting it ferment in. Okay. It really is that simple. Yeah, I've now made the first batch. I've created a thermal blanket. So this is just newspapers, yeah, that I'm going to use to keep the temperature stable. Temperature control is really important in this process. So I'm going to wrap this Okay, so this means that the temperature inside is going to be fairly stable and I'm not going to need to move it too much. I'm going to now place this for the next, possibly the next 5 days, but it could take between 3 days and a week depending on the ambient temperature. It's relatively cool where I am, so it could take up to 2 weeks for this process to complete. There should be a non-release valve. I don't have one, so what I will be doing is on a daily basis, I'll just crack the lid, allow the gases that have built up to be released, and then close it again. Okay, but as you can see, I'm not much of a scientist, but as a backyard food gardener, this is how we do it. I'm going to wrap this so that it remains relatively stable. I'm going to keep this part also nice and tight. Okay, so I've gone from stock EM to making my first batch of multi-EM. I'm going to leave this for the microbial processes to unfold on the inside, and in the meantime, while this is happening, I'm going to be preparing my garden and doing other work to give you guys some sense of what can be made from when this product is ready. So when the multi-EM is ready, I'm going to use it to inoculate bran flakes, which is how we make bokashi. I'm also going to use it to inoculate normal charcoal that we cut when we cut wood and we burn it. It's not the same process as making charcoal that you buy in the shop. It's just we make a fire, we're left with the ashes. But then I inoculate those with this product, is how we get towards creating our own version of biochar, which is biologically active charcoal. We're also going to make a plant juice ferment. So we've got a bucket with water in it where we put all our plants so they can digest in the anaerobic environment, release their juice into the water. We're going to add some of this multi-EM to that mix, and then we're going to put that onto our plants. It becomes a soil inoculant. We can use it as a foliar feed. And then we can also make a tonic for ourselves, because the microbial activity, what we find in our gut and what we find in the soil have a mutually compatible relationship, and we want to make sure that what's in our gut is able to digest what's growing in our garden. Guys, the information for this can be found in these 2 books, both written by Alan Rosenberg. I would highly recommend that you contact him. You can get his details on the packaging. Buy the book, buy the stock EM, and start brewing the stuff for yourself. This is how we pave the way towards owning the inputs in our gardens and farms. I would really encourage you to give this a try. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Happy gardening.